Hello YouTube, Paramecium914 here, and this is Scythia Let's Play. So, picking up where we left off last time, if you remember the Dacians are kind of coming back in, the BFE. And so, I'm sure we'll be having to deal with that, and if you remember from last time, we were also raided by some rebels over here. And we'll also probably have to deal with them. They're facing some attrition, so... Yeah, so we got our work cut out for us. I apologize for the short break in videos. I know it was just a few days, but I just moved back into college. Lots of interesting stuff going on. I'm sure I'll be pretty busy this semester, but I'm kind of looking forward to getting back in and getting these videos out, hopefully on a fairly regular basis. Of course, study comes first, so there may be a few gaps. I might not be able to get videos out quite as often as I'd like. But then again, while I can always study while the videos are rendering, because if you never recorded for YouTube, especially for high definition display, these videos do take quite a while to render. So a lot of time to do other things there. And I mean, the actual recording only takes me about half an hour, and then editing usually doesn't take me more than 5-10 minutes at most. And I also try to put a little bit of research into, of course, my microorganism shout out, because that's a pretty decent segue. We're going to be doing something a little bit different with the microbiology shout-out today. I'll talk about that more later, but let's just go ahead and jump into the game, because that's what you guys are obviously here for. Now, like I said, there's this large Dacian army coming right at me. Let's see. But we're going to wait, because these guys are in force march, so we're just going to go ahead and end the turn. And, yeah, so like I said, I just moved back into college. I'm still trying to get my, the first day of classes was today. I'm still trying to get my schedule all worked out. There's a few issues that, well, hopefully they won't be too big of a problem. Okay, so we have our battle here cut out for us. We have 3 armies from the BFE versus our 3 armies here. And we're going to fight this on the map, because it looks like the battle's not quite in our favor. They do have their Dacian ballistas, so that could present a problem for us. But, yeah. So, yeah. And another thing you may notice in the introduction, you know, with a little paramecium, or if you're not into microbiology, the little blob thing that appears in my my intro. While I was back home, I accidentally forgot to take the flash drives home that I had that intro on. So what I actually ended up doing was I just went onto YouTube and I recorded my own video from YouTube and just re-put it there. So I don't know if you noticed, but even when I was when I guess Bob was doing the Mountain Blade gameplay for a split second, you could kind of see the campaign map from Rome 2 pop up for a brief, like split second, and that's because I had to go back and record directly off of YouTube, which is kind of silly, but yep, what did I just do? So yeah, but I got my flash drives back, and so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. Or until I forget my flash drive again, of course. So we're gonna group my guys up and put them like so, and we're gonna just go ahead and start the battle. It looks like my reinforcements are coming over from my right, which is pretty good. Pretty good. We're going to try to fight this battle a little bit defensively. And there's the enemy army right in front of us. So
enemy reinforcements approaching.
Yes, enemy reinforcements are approaching indeed, sir. Very astute. So we got our spearmen. We're gonna come put them right here. And let's see, who are these guys? Horsemen. We could actually bring our horsemen. They're in a pretty decent position for us to bring them in on the enemy flank. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to bring our cavalry around and see if we can cause some trouble on their flank. I can select them all. They're all kind of bunched up. There we go. And these guys, the archers, I should probably group them all. It's hard to control these guys in these big battles, but I suppose we'll have to try to manage. Let's see, these guys, we'll group them as well. Is there anything not in a group? It doesn't look like it. And we'll kind of bring these guys up on the flank as well. Let's see, put these guys on. Well, yeah, they can be in a group. Except for him. I don't want him in a group. But, let's see. These guys. There we go. Oh, shoot. And my, or their ballistas, rather, are pelting our cavalry. And, that's kind of bad. We don't really want that. So, let's, go ahead and get our missile cavalry into the mix. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and charge them and see if we can take out their ballistas, because that would be a big help if we could. We don't want them pelting our troops. So these guys, I guess, skirmish with their skirmishers. And I think we have some more cavalry here that we can bring up and have skirmish with the enemy. And our archers.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
We'll bring them up as well. I said we were going to be fighting this battle defensively. Well, the best defense is a good offense, so we're not exactly going to wait for them to come to us. Oh, that... how? Okay. Alright, so we've taken out that, actually, you know what? We can also probably take out their skirmishers with the Lancer cavalry as well, because they're pretty bad in melee. But we should probably get these guys out of there before they die. Let's see, this general, he should be fine.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Go away. Yep, who are these guys? Nobles? Just charge them in. And these guys are all shooting up. These guys are still alive, just barely. Just barely.
Our general is under attack.
Our general, well, no, our general is attacking. There's a difference. Very subtle, but there is a difference. And I'm gonna get our guys to kind of charge in here.
The men are
I'm noticing a slight drop in frames per second. No doubt because there's a very large. This is a very large battle. Oop. And our spearmen are getting attacked by these cavalry. Oh no, these are hillmen.
The men are wavering.
I would imagine they would be. This is kind of a big deal here. And our hillmen are running away. So that's not good, but hillmen aren't that good either, so I'm not too worried at the moment. We might still be able to pull this off. We just need to skirmish with them enough to, yeah. So, and we should probably pull them back. We don't want to lose our other general. We've already lost one general. And one general is too many generals to lose. So, because generals are kind of important, especially in this game where you can't really have an army without general. So,
the men are wavering.
there really needs to be a cap on how many times per minute he can say that. Okay, at this point, the battle's not going well at all.
The men are wavering.
Yes, I know. Thank you. One of the problems with playing with Scythia, like, I mean, they have great skirmisher units, but, I mean, the game isn't really... It's not very good with... The game isn't very good at skirmisher units. Like, historically, skirmisher units were... They would, like, in a pitched battle, like, they would take, like, hours upon hours, like, of just, like, skirmishing. Like, they wouldn't actually go into hand-to-hand combat very often at all. And when they did, it would be when they were winning. So what my guys would basically be doing is they would just be picking the enemy off for like months at a time. But obviously you can't do that in like the Total War battle format. Like that would be cool if they could add like a stance like for like armies with just like cavalry, or especially skirmisher cavalry. Is
An entire unit has perished.
Like to just like be able to put your cavalry near an enemy army and just have them skirmish with them, and like kind of deal like attrition damage. That would be cool, and it would be like it would be more consistent with the way that skirmisher factions would actually fight. Because honestly, like they have like 3 armies of just like mostly melee troops and a few skirmishers and a little bit of cavalry. Like and as you can see, they completely clobbered my crappy foot soldiers. But let's watch this. My guys are gonna get owned. See, just went right through them.
The men are wavering.
Get some action here. And they both died. Well, good for both of them, I suppose.
The men are wavering.
But yeah, like a just a stance for like skirmishing would be nice. I mean, I guess with just like normal skirmisher troops that will work too, but like maybe just have it work better for cavalry or something. That would be a cool feature that they could add. Like I really think that would add a lot to the game and make the Scythians more playable, I think. Because I mean, they only have these skirmisher cavalry units at the especially at the beginning, when that's like really all, like literally all you have.
The men are wavering.
Maybe, hopefully we can bring enough of these guys down.
The men are wavering.
Okay, those are spearmen, so I'll get my missile cav on them. I'll get these guys in. I'll charge them in somewhere. I'll charge them into their Foxmen. Foxmen. There. notably downsized foxes from the original Rome. And they look tired. Like, look at these. They're just struggling to walk. Jeez.
The men are wavering.
Good for the men, I suppose. Actually, it's probably bad for the men, but. And these guys failed to escape.
The men are wavering.
And these guys got caught on the edge. That's another thing the game's bad about. They'll run away until they get to the edge, and then they'll just kind of like they won't run away anymore.
Our men flee the field of
I always thought it would be cool. Like, I know. Oh dear. I always thought it'd be cool if the Total War games could completely like just do away with like the boundaries in the battlefield. Like, I don't know how they do that, but like if they could like just make the world like one contiguous like map. Like I think that would be really cool, and like kind of start breaking down the barriers between the campaign map and the battlefield. I think that would be really cool for them to do, like if they wanted to add something like completely new. Okay, so we got defeated. Yes, and there were noble deaths. I know, because a lot of people were complaining about like the launch of Rome 1 and how like it stripped so many features out of the game. Okay. Alright, an ambush battle. This could be interesting. But the odds are actually kind of in my favor. But yeah, a lot of people were complaining that, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that, Rome 2 really stripped a lot of features out and kind of like streamlined it so much that it just took so much out of the game. I mean, I can kind of see where they're coming. I mean, it's still a good game, but compared to other Total War games, a lot of people are saying that the game doesn't have as much characters as say Shogun did, which I mean I partially agree with. I mean, get these guys to keep going. Get away, and you guys can just form up.
Our general is under attack.
And hopefully we can kind of avoid getting sandwiched. Put these guys on heavy shot, as well as these guys, and these guys you guys should be over here. And you guys can go on heavy shot as well. And the shots will be heavy. Wow. That just took those guys out.
Men
like
are wavering.
Their men are wavering. Oh, what? Oh, those must be... Okay, those are skirmishers, so I'm just going to charge in there. And see if I can... Skirmishers can be pretty powerful melee, because, I mean, especially the spear throwers, like, usually they're, like, crap in melee, but, like, when they throw spears, the spears are like anti-cavalry units, so even though they're short spears, they're still... What are you guys doing? Even though they're spears, they're still semi-effective at fighting off cavalry. At least in some of the Total War games. I know in Medieval 2, like the town militia who were basically just spearmen with shorter spears, like they were complete crap against cavalry. But which I think was not completely realistic, but okay, so we destroyed them. These guys hopefully will stay out of trouble. Well, my guys back here can kind of come up on their rear, because they seem to have turned the back to the majority of my force, which is kind
The men are wavering.
of not smart on their part. I'll just group all these guys together. One of the big problems with playing with the Scythians, like in large battles, is just the management, because you have all these like different units that are basically running around each doing their own thing. And it's just kind of like, are these guys even on skirmish mode? But it's extremely hard just to keep track of everything that's going on when you're fighting like that. Like, if any of you guys have like any good like tips for like how to like play with like skirmisher cavalry in like huge battles without like having to micromanage everyone, which doesn't work, like please let me know, because like having 6 armies on the battlefield at once and having to command 3 of them and watch the movements of the other one, like of the other 3, is just it's a bit much for like one person to do. I mean, I guess like there is the command to put it on AI, and honestly I've never tried that. I don't know if I really trust the AI to do that. I might have to test that out at some point, see it, like just see how good it is. Maybe that would help. But
The men are wavering.
I think their men are wavering. Oh well, yeah, they're getting kind of clobbered. But these guys are getting clobbered too, so look at that. They're all dying. Take my heavy shot. They're dead. Alright, let's move them on to these spears. And we'll turn these guys. We'll put them in dense formation, and hopefully that will be better for their morale. I mean, historically, like, especially in the Napoleonic era, like a lot of the less well-trained troops, when generals were commanding like troops that were not very well trained, they'd put them in column formation as opposed to line, because I mean, if you think about it, when you're in a line, it's just like maybe 1 or 2 rows in front of you if you're lucky, like protecting you. But if you're in a column and you're a soldier, like you feel a lot safer because you're in a big group of dudes, like, or soldiers all around you. So it's better for morale for more poorly trained troops, but also the trade-off there is obviously, like, if you're in a column as opposed to a line, like, and you have like you're firing with like muskets, like only the first few rows can fire. So like you don't want to have your guys in column when you're shooting in like a Napoleonic battle, but if it's it would be better for morale. And also the other trade-off to columns is just that like you're more vulnerable to artillery fire. Say if like a cannon with just a solid shot fired at like a column, like if you fire at a line, it just knocks over like 3 guys because there's 3 guys in the line. But if it's a column, it's like bowling pins basically. You just knock over all of them. I mean, not exactly like bowling pins. It's more like a bullet going through paper. But anyway, I don't know how I got talking about Napoleonic battles in Rome, but let's see. I guess we'll release them because they are a legitimate faction. But and they're all sailing out to sea. Good. We have a lot of armies. But well, actually, yeah. Oh. Ooh, I get to come in and help the Cimmerians who have a crap ton of armies. My guys are pretty... We'll just auto-resolve this. I think it would be pretty cool to play, but eh. We'll be... Actually, aggressive, it says we'll have more remaining force, so... And he did, and we helped. And we'll release our captives. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and head over to the microorganism shoutout now. So I'll see you when we're back. Hey guys, and welcome to the microorganism shoutout. As you can see, we're doing it a bit differently today. We've got some cool graphics, graphics, and I've separated it from the rest of the Let's Play, just to kind of like put it apart and like put a little bit more emphasis on it. So anyway, today we have Amoeba proteus, and you can actually read it today. Ooh, fancy! And as you can see, the taxonomy is it's in the phylum Amoebazoa, the class Tubulinea, order Tubulinidae, and the family Amoebidae. Yeah, so when I mispronounce these, you can correct me. It's pretty nice. And also another nice thing about doing it this way is you can see a picture of the actual microorganism, which I mean I can kind of describe the structure, but for you to be able to like see a picture of it, I mean I think that's really cool. So yeah, it moves via these things called pseudopods, which you can actually see now. They're the little tentacle-ish things, and what they do is they extend them and they kind of drag themselves along, or like kind of ooze along rather. They look kind of cool. They obtain food through phagocytosis, and basically what that is, they'll engulf what they want to eat, and then they'll form a pocket around it, and then like it becomes a food vacuole, and that's pretty common throughout the microscopic world. And amoebas are pretty famous for doing it. They reproduce through binary fission, like another classic example of cells like dividing. But there's also some recent evidence to suggest that they do also reproduce through sexual reproduction. And they figured this out because they observed like gene drift, like you can like test them genetically in the wild and or in laboratories, and you can watch the like genes like get exchanged between individuals. So I mean that's one way you can do it. They osmoregulate kind of in a similar way to ciliates. If you remember the paramecium, they had the contractile vacuoles, the two contractile vacuoles. Well, Amoeba proteus only has one, and it works, from what I can understand, it works a little bit differently from the contractile vacuole in paramecium. In paramecium, the water flows in through a radial canal, which empties into the vacuole, which then pumps it out. Well, in amoeba, from what I can glean, it'll actually, like, instead of radial canals, it has these little tiny vacuoles that will fill up with water, and it will, those tiny vacuoles will kind of merge with the contractile vacuole and empty the water in that way. So it's a little bit different. But it's the same concept. It has to pump the water out for osmoregulation, so that like too much water doesn't flow into the cell and not too much flows out. It's just like it's basically the cell regulating like it's like internal conditions. I mean, we do that by breathing and our heartbeat. Well, amoebas do it too. All organisms do it in some form or another. And it has one large nucleus, which you can actually kind of see in the picture. It's a big clear circle, and the smaller clear circle is actually the contractile vacuole. It lives in fresh water, and it's a common model organism in labs. And I mean, it's a classic amoeba, but interestingly enough, it's actually not that common in nature. Like you have to go like look pretty hard and know what you're doing to find them in nature, because they're not that common. But in labs, they're like a really popular model organism. So that's it for the microbiology or microorganism shout out. Let me know what you guys think about this new format. I think it's kind of nice, but obviously let me know what you think. Hopefully, it makes the channel a little bit more professional. Kind of emphasizes what I'm trying to do with the channel a little bit more. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And it is a little bit more editing intensive, but I think I like it better. So yeah, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, and I guess back to more Rome 2 Total War. Okay, welcome back. I actually haven't narrated as of right now, like me recording this. I haven't actually narrated the shout out yet, but as you noticed, we did it differently. We had some animations. Oh dear. But yeah, we had some animations going on. We had some visual information. I just kind of want to emphasize um, the shout out portion of my let's play a little bit more, because I mean that is a big part of it. Like, okay, new recruit champion. But yeah, so just I thought I'd give you guys some visual information. And I'm sure I'll probably have talked about it a little bit more in the actual section. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed like me doing it a little bit differently. Like that way it doesn't, I'm not talking about that while I'm like doing this. I'm gonna have to recruit some replacement dudes here. I don't really want to recruit that many hillmen because really, like in these past few battles, they've been more of a liability than anything else. Okay, it looks like I don't have enough money to do anything else. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, right, we had some rebels down here that we needed to take care of, didn't we? And take these guys out of forced march. And let's see if we can win this. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna auto-resolve this. And I guess we're gonna go in balanced stance. And kill the captives because they are rebel scum. And we get more military traditions. Excellent. Accomplished archers. Looting, fighters. We don't really have that many melee units. Defenses. Ambushers, horde. I kind of want to do but the Scythians aren't really defensive factions, so actually, Unrelenting Force would be kind of useful for charge bonus and stuff. So, we'll go with Unrelenting Force for them. And we'll actually pursue them. And just finish them off. And they're dead. Dead, I say. Dead. Wahahaha. Kill them all. Oh, that was the slave uprising. Okay. I'm sorry if you guys wanted to watch the little video. It's one of the few that Rome 2 actually has. That was another complaint that people had, was just not that many videos, which I kind of agree with, to be honest. Like, I mean, Medieval 2, like, there was an animation for pretty much everything. Like, every, like, agent action or anything that happens, like, they've kind of taken those out. Like, it would be really cool if, like, these guys, like, the agents, like, for each different action, they had, like, 10 or so like different animations that they went into. Like that would be really cool. And I mean, they did it in Medieval, which apparently like had a much lower budget than this game, and it just gave the game so much character. And like Shogun, they did it. Not so much Napoleon and Empire. They were kind of lacking in that area too. But I mean, it's something that they've shown that they can do pretty easily and incorporate it pretty nicely into the game. And just a little bit sad that they're not that central to Rome 2, and I know a lot of other people are, but what you gonna do? Let's see. Diplomatic status. We're at war with stuff over here. Anyway, back to the map. I guess we're gonna have to end our turn again. Our 3 armies up there just kind of need to recover from that last battle, which was a bit of a defeat for us. But then we managed to turn that ambush around and turn it into a victory, which was pretty good. And the rest of them kind of just sailed off. So, I mean, the settlement is walled, so with 3 armies, even 3 damaged armies, they should be able to hold it. But it looks like it will be a little bit harder to take Oblea than I thought a few episodes ago. But I mean, if the Sumerians help me out, which I guess they should be, then that'll be really great. But it looks like kind of like the Sumerians aren't doing great at the moment. Their armies are looking kind of small. So we're definitely going to have to help our allies, the Sumerians, out. And that's another thing. Oh, more rebels. I'm going to auto-resolve this one as well. Yeah, the Trapezos, they keep sailing their navy over to my settlement. And it makes me a little bit nervous. I mean, they don't actually... Trapezos actually doesn't hate me. But, cool. But... Actually, let me check. Oop. Yeah, just kill them. Kill them all. Probably should have waited. Just whatever. No harm. And kill them all. Increase in rank. Ooh. Sweet. At this point, like, these rebels are just training my armies, basically. I mean, I know that they did do a bunch of damage to my public order. But, ooh. Heroes Warrior. Ooh, that actually looks pretty decent. Oh, but you know what? Down here we need public order, so we're going to go with Virtue. And just put them in forced march and send them back into town. And for a while, these towns down here were neutral as far as public order goes. Let's see, what are they still mad about? Building squalor. Okay, that's to be expected. Stability. Okay, that'll decrease over time. Okay, so... I guess in about 7 turns that will level out again. But it'll go a lot lower before it gets higher, which I kind of don't want. So let me... is there... Can I exempt them from the tax? Oh, yeah, I can not tax them. And then... That... The problem there is I won't make as much money. Total income, total expenditure, yeah. Army, Navy. It really is just the Army that I'm spending stuff on, but... Yeah, I need to build more things that'll give me more monies. I guess that'll give me another 100, supposedly. Actually, I need to convert that. Oh, that'll give me a lot of money. And no penalties to public order, looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and make that. And don't quite have enough money for that. Oh, and I don't even have the technology. Composite bow training, where's that? Their sails, plains horsemanship, cavalry. Oh, it's way over here. I should probably start researching this tree. Yeah, I really need to do that. But I also wanted burning oil, because... So, I guess we should start doing this tree next. What? Hang on, let me research this. What does this give me? Minus recruitment cost, minus upkeep, 1 recruitment slot. But what is that? Like that? It looks like a wagon or something. Oh, lore of the steppes, not lord. Does it give me anything? Like any new units or anything? Like that. Yeah, another complaint was that the encyclopedia was just poorly done in this game, and I kind of agree with that because like the buildings, like you hover over them, it tells you a bunch of stuff about what they do over here, but I mean it tells you what the. Oh wait, it does tell you what it unlocks. Huh. Okay. Okay, so I guess it does tell you what units it unlocks. But I guess we'll spend the rest of our money on troops. And, I think that I will get all of my, hillmen into this, like, army that I'm gonna just mostly keep in here. Because, I mean, they're good for attacking settlements, I guess, but, really, they're kind of crap. Their morale just kind of sucks. And, yeah. So, let's see, can't recruit anyone. I don't really want to recruit any more helmet. I mean, I know the Scythians are like a nomad cavalry, like, but they need like some like dismounted like heavy lancers or something. Like, I guess you can dismount them in the game, but you need like a good solid like foot unit, not these crappy hillmen. Like, you just need something. It doesn't have. They don't have to be like great troops. They just have to be something that you can kind of rely upon to do all right. So. Okay. Gonna end the turn. Pontus, yes. So, again, I know I say this a lot, but channel's new, just starting off. Um, I always say this, but it would be a big help if you guys like could help me like grow the channel, like give me just by giving me a like or leaving me a comment, sharing the video on Google Plus, however that works. Uh, just like telling your friends about me and my videos, like if any of you have any friends or relatives who are or pets, I guess, who are interested interested in like let's play videos, like it would really be a big help to me. um but yeah, I mean it's all about you guys. You guys are the reason I do it, and it would be nice if there were more of you guys, basically. So another rebellion, huh? What a surprise. Oh, but we can research. So we determined that we want to research. Lodestone. But yeah, we're gonna plains horsemanship, which you kind of need. And see, is there anything we can build? I kind of want to build something, improve my infrastructure. I guess these are all the same. I guess Scythia is the other province that I own. Yeah, it looks like I don't quite have enough to upgrade anything at the moment, which is fine. And, okay. And these guys are unhappy again. Why? No. What possible reason? Instability, squalor, characters. What? Apparently they don't like this dude. Yep. I guess it's here. I don't know. I don't want to know about his, Okay, well, whatever. They don't like the guy who's here. That's unfortunate. Or maybe it's this guy. I don't think it's this guy. Okay, well, it's, minus food. Minus food. Minus food. Oh, it's the, I guess it's the salt kiln that's doing it. Let's see. Okay, why would a fishing village decrease public order? What? Okay. Alright, well, I guess that... It's changing negative 25 per turn, though, so... But I guess the provincial instability is going down, but... Okay, the characters are really causing the problem, so... I don't know, maybe if I move this guy out? That makes it even worse. If I move this guy out... It doesn't do anything. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm just going to wait and see what happens there, because honestly, I don't know. There's not a lot I can do at the moment. Anyway, I guess I could get rid of the salt kiln, but that's like 4. So, 4 order. Let me see if I can... do anything with these agents over here, because I do have a little bit of money that I can spend. I might want to save it up for something bigger, but... Manipulation... there's not really any chance there. Some better chances here. I'll try to coerce some, but I guess I'll have to wait for next turn. Alright, so I think I'm going to wrap the part up here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Remember to leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. Really help my channel out. Yeah, and let me know what you guys think, especially about the new format for the microbiology, or the microorganism shoutout. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.